Chris Alta, editor-in-chief here from FootyCrunch.com, and today we're going to be talking about goal line technology. Should we have it or should we not? Are we for it or against it? Let's start with the pros. Going to determine fair goals. So we're going to know exactly when the hole of the ball crosses over the line and when it doesn't. This has already been tested by, I believe it's called Hawkeye Technologies. It was founded in 1999. They've been using it for a long time now, actually testing and tweaking it. From what I've seen, it looks really good, so that's obviously a given. It's going to help referees make better decisions. Yes, they can trust their officials, but we're human and we do make mistakes. Not saying technology hasn't failed us before, but if we can get the technological aspect of it into the game, then that's definitely going to help us. And if it doesn't, then oh well. We live and we learn. Sepp Blatter keeps talking a lot about how it's going to slow the pace of the game down. It's going to just stop the beautiful flow of the game. No, it's not. After players score goals, they celebrate anyway. Use that time to review the goal upstairs from an official. Did it cross or didn't it? And so, like I said, it's always good to have a second opinion on everything. Again, going back to Sepp Blatter, he keeps talking about the flow of the game is going to stop. It's not like we're stopping for fouls, bad throw-ins, or a ball going way out into the stands. We're just talking about the goal, what really matters, and that's what's on the scoreboard. The flow of the game is not going to stop, Mr. Blatter. Sorry to tell you that. Now that we've looked at some of the pros, let's look at some of the cons. We don't know if the technology is going to stand up in any weather. We do know that the technology behind the goal, it's stationary. Now I've seen some pictures of the Adidas Team Guys 2 ball. It has a little wiring inside the actual ball itself, but do we know how long the ball can get kicked, or if any of the circuits will get disconnected, and if that will just kind of mess everything up? We can't really stop the game and check the ball every 10 minutes because then you would have to agree with Sepp Blatter and say that the flow of the game would stop. So that's always something that you have to consider. That's kind of a con. We don't know if the wiring in the ball would get messed up. If the ball did mess up and it did cross over the line, then what would the final decision be based off of? Would it be based off of video, or would the referee have the final say? Okay, so now that we got our pros and cons, let's just come to a quick conclusion. If we're going to test it, we have to start testing it with international friendlies and club friendlies as well. And then we can start building it up into league matches, club tournaments, maybe as the UEFA Cup or the Champions League, perhaps some Euros, and then maybe a Confederations Cup, and then maybe even a World Cup. You have to start it with the less important games so that if it does mess up, it doesn't count as much. If UEFA isn't going to do it, or the FIFA governing body isn't going to do it, then maybe the Americans and the NCAA should do it. The NCAA is already making a killing off of collegiate sports because they have basically free athletes, and they make a ton of money off these kids who are going to school. And you got football stadiums. I believe it's the Ohio State Buckeyes. They have the Horseshoe or something like that. Stadium fits 85,000 people, and it's sold out every single game. Where's all that money going? Just the NCAA in general, they have a ton of money, and maybe they should invest on it just to kind of be the people that test it out. Finally, it'd be cool just to see the game evolve for the better. We do have the right intentions. If it doesn't work out, we could always just go back to the old way, and we learn from our mistakes, and what has happened has happened. But if it does work out, it could only improve the overall integrity of the game. FIFA's slogan is obviously "My game is fair play." How else are you going to make it better than that? I'm pretty sure Frank Lampard would love goal line technology. If his goal against Germany would have stood, man, maybe it would have been a different turn of luck for England had that goal gone over the line. Lampsey, I feel you, man. All right, so those were the pros and cons of the goal line technology. My name is Chris Altamirano. I'm the editor-in-chief of FootyCrunch. You can follow us on Twitter. There should be a link below this page. And yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon.